What if I told you that you don't need to watch another YouTube video, you don't need to bookmark another TikTok video? What you need to do is to stop consuming and start creating. Basically, what this means is you don't have to just keep the knowledge you already have, which you're gathering from all these sources, and still with all that knowledge, you're kind of stuck, you're kind of unfulfilled. And maybe that's because you need to share that knowledge with other people. I read a small book called Show Your Work by Austin Kleon. And in that book, he talks about the concept of a solo genius, someone who's just happy with the knowledge that they have and they don't share it. And he encourages people to get out there and share what they know. Because do you know that even if you know 20% more than another person, you can teach them something that they don't know? So in that book, I'll put the link in the description below. But in that book, he talks about being able to teach what you know, and also that you don't have to be the genius. You don't have to know it all. And then you also just have to share a small thing each and every day. It could be a quote. It could be just some thoughts. It could be something positive, a win, or even a mistake that you've made. People love the behind the scenes type of videos where they are learning from someone who's just like them. And it makes them feel that if that person can do it, they can do it too. There's another concept I like. Did you know why the Dead Sea is called the Dead Sea? Basically, the Dead Sea is at the lowest point on earth, right? And it also receives very little rainfall a year. The only river feeding into the Red Sea is the Jordan River. And there's no other rivers that are getting water from the Dead Sea. So it's just receiving water, and it doesn't distribute that water anywhere. And so that's why it's called the Dead Sea. And I don't want to be a Dead Sea. That's why I started this channel. And I speak from experience when I say this, because I spent months and months learning about AI and reading books and watching videos on and on and on and on, until one day I thought, what if I just share some of my knowledge? Because I was getting friends and family asking me or talking about ChatGPT, and I seemed to be the one in the group who kept going, I'll show you how this is done. Or did you know ChatGPT could do this? And then I realized that, you know what, I could probably share my learnings. And so posting that first LinkedIn video was just such a scary moment for me, but I decided to do it afraid. And I'm glad I did, because now I'm getting more and more confident in this space and more confident in what I learn. I haven't yet got there, but I thank God that I'm not where I used to be. So I think one of the problems I had was thinking that I needed to show the product, like I need to show the finished automation. But what you can do is show the process, show what you're doing towards making your first $1,000 using AI. So just showing all the little things that you're learning in the background. I've seen people love to watch behind the scenes videos. They love to see the process that it's taken, because I think in life we're just so used to seeing the final result. We're used to seeing the millionaire, or we're used to seeing the very successful business person, or very successful actress, or very successful sports person. But we haven't seen the sweat, the blood, the tears that have gone behind the scenes, all the efforts that they've put in to become who they are. And so I think it's the same thing here. Show the process. You don't need to wait for the finished product. Just show the process and you can help someone. So what's showing others what you're doing when you stop consuming and start creating, that helps you validate the information that you have. It helps you be more confident in what you've learned and what you can show. And then it also helps other people, because there are other people just like you who are waiting, or who are thinking that, oh, maybe this field is oversaturated. There are so many people who are talking about AI, but You're not talking about it. There are probably so many people like me, African girls, or people in my age group who want to do something, who have learned a skill, who've got something to share, but they're sitting back and they're afraid to step out. But when they see someone who looks like them, someone who has walked in their own footsteps, when they see that person sharing their story, it gives them confidence to also step out and start creating content. So these are the two things that showing your work or stepping out and not just consuming and creating does. It helps you validate the knowledge that you have, and it also helps others. Yes, when you put yourself out there, you're bound to get criticism. You're bound to get people who don't like your videos, people who don't know what you're talking about or don't get what you're talking about. But I'm telling you, if you continue to show up, the right people will notice. And in some cases, you just need that one right person to notice, and that can open many doors for you. So what you need to do is to continue to show up and not give up. There's a saying by Winston Churchill which says, history is written by the victors, which means that the people who are victorious get to write the history. And so that just means that if you continue to show up and you continue to challenge yourself and to learn and to grow, you will remain victorious, and one day you can live to tell the story. The other thing is that it's okay to get paid for what you love to do. So you'll have passion projects that you just do for fun, just because you love what you're doing. I was the same. I've got a cricket machine, and for many years, especially starting around 2020, the COVID year, I was busy and making all these nice, cute gifts using my cricket machine. I made water bottles. I made t-shirts. I was really passionate about it, but I didn't make a lot of money out of it. So sometimes you do some passion work, and then sometimes you work so you can earn a living. And it's okay to get paid for the things that you have learned and for the things that you're sharing. And so this is my final challenge to you. Show your work. Try something. Share a quote. Share something you've done well in. Share something that you're thinking about starting. Just share something. Step out and share it, whether you're going to write a blog or whether you're going to create some faceless videos, or you're going to show your face and talk about your passion, talk about what you've learned, talk about your journey, your experience as a mother, as an entrepreneur. Just share your journey, and that could possibly help someone who's in a difficult situation, help someone who's stuck in their overflowing information, someone who's stuck in productive procrastination, someone who's stuck in paralysis by analysis. You never know. So let me know in the comments what you're going to do. As for me, on this channel, you're going to see more and more videos of the things that I learn and build using AI, as I'm trying to make my first $1,000 using AI, and hopefully even more as time goes on. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Before I go, here's another video that you can watch where I'm just talking about the AI course that I did. And that's a really good way to start, by just learning and taking a free course that teaches you a field or an area that you're passionate about. For me, it was AI. So thank you for listening. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.